Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Ultimate Avengers 3, issue number 3. Now, as you know, Ultimate Avengers 3 is also meant to feature the new Daredevil, as well as a vampire storyline with the Marvel character Blade. Now, I'm pretty much up to issue 3. I might try and get issue 4 some other time, but let's get on with the story. It starts off how after Ray Connor bit Ultimate Captain America, we see how they get their guns blazing with Ultimate Hawkeye saying, "Blow them away!" Huh, with what? Bullets? Even if I didn't have the force field, this armor has 67 other compounds to start bullets. And at first you can tell that Anthony tries to use his vampire mind tricks, and we see how they think it's Tony Stark, even though it's not. We see how the SHIELD agents try and blast down the vampires, but we see how Nerd Hulk basically busts through the ground, and we see how he says, "Get out of here now! Now! Come on, you heard him. Move your asses." And we see how Anthony ends up killing off the other SHIELD agents, and we see how the other SHIELD agents on top are making sure no one gets in and out. But we see how Nerd Hulk lifts up a giant fire truck and aims it right into a department store building, with Ray Connor saying, "Whoa, when did you get to be such a badass?" And we see how Anthony gets away, and we see how Monica Chang tries to tell the others that Captain America just got bitten. And we see how they manage to get him into the Triskelion to get medical attention. And we see how Carol Danvers wants to find out what happened to him, as well, given the fact that she's also partly in charge of S.H.I.E.L.D., but Fury doesn't give her any sort of entry into the hospital wing. And I like how she looks annoyed, thinking, "You've gotta be kidding me." And we see how her and Monica end up talking, and you can tell Monica knows that Fury's used to getting what he wants, given the fact they were married for a time. And of course, this is where you can tell both of them do get annoyed with Fury's crap, and knows what he's kind of like. And of course, we see how Blade's watching on, knowing what's going to happen if Captain America wakes up from his sleep. And we see how Nerd Hulk saying, "My fault? How else could they have found us? We've been hiding down there for almost a month. But the moment you joined the walk, straight into the nest. Stand up straight and let me look at you, Banner. What are you going to do? Just do as I command." And we see how they figure out that he's got a tracking device inside of him and plans to get out of him, so that way they can get an easier advantage. And of course, manages to destroy it. And we see Ray Connor saying, "Whoa, that was pretty hardcore, dude. You didn't even scream." "I wouldn't give him the satisfaction, Daredevil." And we see how Anthony does look a little annoyed with Nerd Hulk, thinking that he's not really going to be valuable material. We see how Hawkeye tries to get some money from some SHIELD agents to help get some Snicker bars, but of course they end up getting tranquilized and falling asleep. We see how some of the doctors from around the world are trying to help Captain America, but of course end up getting tranquilized, but Blade runs out of them and knocks out the head surgeon, and of course tries to kind of kill off Captain America by using a wooden spike, and of course ends up getting woken up and says, "Get that thing away from me." And of course, due to him having the super soldier serum and now having being mixed with a vampire bite, makes him as strong as possible, meaning that, yeah, Ultimate Blade is now doomed, and ends up biting him. But of course, we all know that he's not obviously going to die, because You can't bite another vampire and all that crap. And yeah, this is the story. So I think issue 3 is kind of alright. I think, yeah, you can tell they're trying to do something big with the vampire story. You kind of think it would have been easier for Ultimate Blade to have explained to the Triskelion and saying, look, you shouldn't really allow Captain America inside, and could have dealt it his own way. But I think the story still deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.